It was 6 years ago when I was dealing with plantar fasciitis on both of my heels. Extremely painful. Started looking at different footwear companies. Came across KURU footwear and the Quantum shoe. And that was a big help to me dealing with plantar fasciitis. Well, fast forward 6 years later, in my hands, I have the all new Quantum 2.0 shoe. Welcome to Sid's Tips. Thank you so much for joining me. And especially if you're dealing with any foot pain, especially plantar fasciitis, which, as you know, is just awful. The KURU Quantum shoe has gotten so much better with the new improvements on it. So I look forward to diving in, and you can see what other people have to say about it too in the website, and I'll put my referral link where you could check them out, put it into the comment section as well as a description, and you could learn more about it and see some of the other footwear as well. They definitely have a great selection, and what's so great about KURU is you take them home. If they don't work for you, you can send them back, swap them out, trade them for something else, or just return them. And they have for men's and women's the 2.0s, and also wide version, which I have here. Now, let me just share with you some specs of the difference between the original Quantums and the 2.0. So first of all, as far as wearability and when to wear them, they're good for walking, everyday use, work, exercising, and definitely I think with the new 2.0s, if you're used to the KURU Quantum original shoe, you're really gonna enjoy having these on your feet. So as far as material, they're made from mesh and synthetic rubber outsole. Now, as far as the mesh, big improvement for me there. I found that the material is far more breathable. I used to really sweat in the Quantum shoe. My insoles used to get sweaty, and I have not had that problem at all with the 2.0 shoe. Next up, we have the support. So you go from a 9 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10 with the 2.0s. The cushioning is from an 8 out of 10 to now a 10 out of 10. So we'll talk more about the cushioning, and one of the things that I've noticed, you have more of a wider toe box now with the all new 2.0 shoe. I do find that that does have that wider toe box, where I used to feel like right around the edge of my foot on the original shoe. Here, I don't have that issue with the shoe, so I've done a nice job there. As far as the weight for this is a difference here. Let me just share with you as far as what they're going based on. So for the women, with the single star, it's a size 8, and the 2-star is a men's 9. So that we'll share with you. So for the women's 8, the weight goes from a 10.5 ounce to 10.8 ounces, so a little bit heavier. And for the men, it goes from a 12.5 to 13 ounces. So it's, again, gone up in weight. So the heel to toe drop goes from a 6.3 millimeter to 8.5. I happen to like that with the higher millimeter toe drop, so you might like that as well. That will help. As far as heel cushion height, goes from 20.5 millimeters to 25 millimeters, and the toe cushion height goes from 14.2 millimeters to 16.5 millimeters. So those are the specs on the shoe. Now, as far as a couple of things else to share with you, I did find the laces to, I think, be a little bit shorter. I did a video on the laces because they were so long, and what I used to have was a quick laced shoe lace on the original Quantum shoes because I had replaced them because they got so long. These are still a little bit long, but I double knot them, and so far they've been fine. The tongue on the shoe is really nice and thick. It's got a nice thick tongue. I didn't find it slides around. It stays in place, which is good, and that I'm glad about, because some shoes are nothing worse than the tongue moving around. And then you have a nice thick padding around your ankle, so nicely done there. Definitely well padded, both again on the tongue and around your ankles. The insole is the same insole as they had before. It's a really high quality insole with what they've done, and as I mentioned, I used to find that my insole used to get really sweaty. Didn't have a problem with these shoes. So they have definitely done a good job. Actually, I could see the mesh. Yeah, you definitely could see how that's breathable. It'd be hard to really see that on the camera. I'll see if I could take a photo here when I'm done shooting this video and put that into this part of the video. Now, as far as insoles too, if you are one that might need custom insoles, these are ones that I had custom made by Fit My Foot. I'll put a link to them, and you can even put your own picture or whatever on those. And for the socks that I use, I also wear a no-show sock that's thin, and I love these. These are the Dry Max. Great socks, expensive, but well worth the money. From the standpoint of walking on them outdoors on cement, the Quantum 2.0s feel good on my feet. Now, standing at my stand-up desk and working, I did feel like my heels were bothering me, but I don't feel like they are while walking. So I think from being active, the shoes are comfortable. Feel like I've got room in the toe box, my heel's not slipping, and they're also breathable. So very pleased with the new 2.0 version while out walking and being active. And I've also noticed that when on my indoor bike that they're comfortable and breathable as well. But you can definitely feel like you're taller in the way your foot is raised with this shoe, with the adjustments that they've made. But no doubt the cushioning is there, but it's a firmer cushion. It does have a little bit of a flex, quick flex, but a very stable shoe, great shoe. The sole looks to me the same. I didn't see any difference there. Should be a good anti-slip, sole for most places where you're going to wear them. And I think they've really done a great job, and I love you got plenty of room in the toe box as well. So for me, I am a 2E, and sizing, it's pretty true to size. So I got the 11.5 wides, and that's what I wear. Like I also wear New Balance, and I wear sometimes 11.5, 12. So it really depends on some shoes. Even for KURU, some of their shoes I would be 12, some I might be 11, some 11.5, but I find these are true to size at 11.5 wide if you're curious about sizing. So as far as cosmetics and look, I think they've done a really nice job. You could see like these little bumps here and over here, really nicely done there. I think it looks good. And then on the back, and then even though you got the KURU on there, I like how it's kind of blended in. It doesn't stick out like a sore thumb, and even their logo, they really do a good job with making sure that their branding is there. But there you go. So do check out the KURU Quantum 2.0 shoe. Really pleased with it. If you have the Quantum 2.0 shoe and you've gone to it from the Quantum or first time, leave any comments. That would be great. Might be helpful for other people to see in addition to my thoughts. Again, they're expensive, but high quality. The company is great to work with, great customer support. And do check out their other line as well. So thanks so much for joining me. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.